I'm not leaving.
Why not?
I'm frightened.
Of what?
I feel this may be the last time we ever see each other.
Why on earth would that be the case?
I can't put it into words, but I feel it.
Well, for goodness sake, there's no reason to leave if...
Come with me.
To fucking Lutz? Oh, are you weeping? Give me your hand. You've nothing to fear. You're always anxious before you travel. I admit, you appear to be suffering a more acute attack on this occasion, but truly and honestly... Dear God! What have you done to your fingernails?
I beg your pardon.
This diabolical varnish? The color's completely wrong.
Really? You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it. I'm physically repulsed. Oh, time to go.
What happened?
What happened, my dear Zero, is I beat the living shit out of a sniveling little runt called Pinky Badinsky, who had the gall to question my virility. Because if there's one thing that we've learned from Penny Dreadfuls, it's that when you find yourself in a place like this, you must never be a candy ass. You've got to prove yourself from day one. You've got to win their respect. Now, of course, I've got about 1.5 feet of reach on Pinky. So once I'd pried him loose from under my armpit, it was short order before I whipped him into scrambled eggs. You should take a long look at his ugly mug this morning. He's actually become a dear friend. You'll meet him, I hope.
Holy fuck! What's the meaning of this shit?
I actually like it. I think it's pretty nice. I think it's pretty nice. I'm pretty much just as good as the old one. Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me? Call the police. We're pressing charges. This criminal has plagued my family for nearly 20 years. He's a ruthless adventurer and a con artist who preys on mentally feeble and sick old ladies. And he probably fucks them too.
I go to bed with all my friends.
Well, checkpoint 19 ain't no 2-bit Husko. You got fried gauge iron bars on every door, vent, window. You got a barbed wire on every container wall and barricade. You got 72 guards on the floor, 16 more in the towers. We got a 325-foot drop into a mouthful of crocodiles. Like the best of them, it's got a soft spot, which in this case happens to take the form of a storm drain. Sewer system dating back from the time of the original rock fortification way back in the Middle Ages. Now, nobody's saying it's a stroll down tree-lined promenade with a fine lady and a white poodle, but it's what you'd call a vulnerability. And that's our bread and butter. Take a look.
Who drew this?
What do you mean who drew this? I did.
Very good. You've got a wonderful line, Ludwig. This shows great artistic promise.
He was, by the way, the most liberally perfumed man I'd ever encountered. The scent announced his approach from a great distance, and lingered for many minutes after he was gone.
I forgot the layer de panache.
Honestly, you forgot the lair de panache. I don't believe it. How could you? I've been in jail, Zero. Do you understand how humiliating it is? I smell.
De panache.
Lair de panache.
Layer de panache.
Lair de panache.
Layer de panache.
Lair de panache.
Me and the boys talked it over. We think you're a real straight fella.
Well, I've never been accused of that before, but I appreciate the sentiment. there's no real point in doing anything in life. Because it's all over in the blink of an eye. And the next thing you know, rigor mortis sets in. Oh, how the good die young. With any luck, she's left a few bucks for her good old friend. But one never knows until the ink is dry on the death certificate. She was dynamite in the sack, by the way. I don't know if I got... the beginning of the end of the end of the beginning has begun. I'll tell you what. If I die first, and I most certainly will, you will be my sole heir. There's not much kitty except a set of ivory-backed hairbrushes and my library of romantic poetry. But when the time comes, these will be yours, along with whatever we haven't already spent on whores and whiskey. This is our sacred bond. I'm not angry with Sarge. You can't blame someone for their basic lack of moral fiber. He's a frightened little yellow-bellied coward. That's not his fault, is it? Good.
Don't know. It depends.
You can say that about most anything. It depends. Of course it depends.
Of course. It depends.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Of course it depends. However, that doesn't mean I'm not going to throttle that little swamp rat. May I officiate, by the way? How did you come to buy it, if I may ask? The Grand Budapest.
I didn't.
Oh,